Hey, welcome back. I wonder what's in store this week with A Life with Dobby. I've got a full week of work. I'm off on Wednesday. Started my morning with a nice route down to Pin Mill. It was so still down here, there was nobody about. It was beautiful weather, so I did a drop there, and then it was my break, so didn't have any lunch today, so headed off to the Suffolk Food Hall. This place is like a huge farmers market type thing. They've got local produce, sausage rolls, all like a meat counter, like a butcher's, a chocolate counter, bakery, frozen goods, and loads of little things. It's definitely worth a visit. I grabbed myself a pizza bap and got Callum a sausage roll, and we shared a beef tart. I don't think I took a photo of that, but it was yummy. It's definitely worth the price, I'd say. Then I finished work, had a doctor's appointment, which I went to. Then we went to IKEA. Exactly 4 weeks from filming this part, we'll be on this road on the way to the Isle of Wight, which we cannot wait for. So off we went into IKEA. Didn't really have much that we wanted to get, just thought it was a little trip out. Grabbed some food. It was probably about 4ish here, but we hadn't had anything, so we classed that as our dinner. I mean, who can go to IKEA and not get meatballs? So that is what we got. Callum went for mash, I went for chips. And then we strolled round, and I don't know whether anyone else has been to IKEA recently, but I must say they've definitely upped their game with their displays. They were so good. I mean, we've probably not been, I don't know, maybe 6 months. This was funny, definitely wasn't planned. Turned around and he was doing this, but then he got caught by one of the staff members, which was really funny. We then popped over to Lakeside as we didn't want to just sit in traffic, and Callum couldn't resist and he got one of these milkshakes. Hello, so it is Tuesday. I've had a nice little shift at work this morning, did 5 to 1, had a nice route out in Diss, like towards Eye and Diss. That was really nice. It's like a countryside route, so I don't mind it. Callum is working till late tonight and I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going to go and stay down at Felixstowe, I think, tonight. I am going to cook some dinner down there, and I'm going to take some stuff to do breakfast in the morning. Callum might join me tonight, he might come in the morning, not sure, he might not come at all, but that's fine. So yeah, so I thought I'd just bring you along and show you what I take on a one night stealth, if you like, down at the Fludgers in Felixstowe, if we can get parked, that is, because loads of people have been parking there recently because it's obviously summer. So yeah, so I'm going to take my bag, my Beach Vibes bag, which I actually got from Felixstowe, funny enough, at the marketplace. Can't go without any snacks, so got some crisps. Went to the bakery in Eye this morning and picked up some rolls. Yes, there's 4, but they also don't need to be refrigerated, so that's fine. So I'm going to do some, I think, sausage and egg baps for the morning, and I bought myself a burger to have this evening. Then obviously my purse, some deodorant, spare pair of pants, some tissues, and just some tablets, just if you get a headache or whatever. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm actually at Megan's baby shower. I won a paint by numbers, so I thought if I get bored, I'll take that down with me with some water to wash me brush. Something for me to do, I suppose, if I get bored, so take that. And then I'm not taking the big cool box because obviously it's just me and that's just a waste. So yesterday we went to IKEA and I bought some chocolate, so I'm going to take that for some snacks. My one little burger from Waitrose, some sauce, can't have a burger without any sauce. And then if anyone knows me will know that I only really like cold drinks, really cold as well with ice. So obviously you haven't got an ice machine in the van, or a fridge really. So I've packed some ice cubes in the Sainsbury's bag, a big bag of ice. One that's going to keep the cool bag cold because I took all the blocks out recently. It's got quite a lot of freezer food to get through and took them out because I didn't think we'd need them, but so I haven't got any of them. So I have just got some ice, which will be fine. Yeah, so then I'll show you what's in the van. Oh, I need to put some eggs in, don't I? Some eggs. And what am I going to put that in? Oh, maybe some cheese. got some cheese slices, which I've put in as well. Haven't got the egg box, so are we going to risk that? Or have I got something I can put the eggs in? There we go. Put the eggs in a Tupperware. What a good idea. I'm very clever. So you put them in there. Oh, something shut. There we go. And then I've got these sausage patties from, I think they're from Dobby. Which are these. They're like the McDonald's patties and they come frozen, so I'm going to take them. There is 6 in there, but I thought I'll have a couple for breakfast. If Callum joins me for breakfast, he'll have some. And then if I get hungry later, because I've only got the burger, I can always have that as well in a roll. So I'll put them in there too. Put them a little bit further down, I think, because they're also frozen. So yeah. But yeah, come with me and I'll show you what we get up to. See you later. So the bed is made out as a double because I want to sleep in luxury tonight. I've got one chair there, which obviously I'll move when I'm asleep, and the pillows are just like that, just because I was sitting like that the other day. Fan's all set up, ready to go. Another fan up here. This, I think I'm going to download some films before I get there because sometimes the signal's a bit rubbish. Got the EcoFlow, and then under my bed I've got the barbecue. And a bit further down is the box of utensils, which I can reach pretty easy. I'll just show you. Got some Dr. Peppers there for drink. Obviously got my ice in my cool box. But yeah, so under here, I've got my box, which has got all of the cooking utensils. Usually obviously I'd get it out, but it's just me, so I can just reach through and get what I need. But yeah, it's going to be a cosy little night. Got the cool box and my bag on the front seat. Curtain obviously comes across like this. But yeah. Off we go to Felixstowe. So I left home at 2:30ish, so it was still pretty early in the day. That does mean that there may not be much parking down where I want to park, because obviously people will be walking in the day. But let's have a look. Nope, not one space. So I did a lap and came back, sat on the other side of the road for a little bit, and then the perfect spot became available. I jumped in the back once I was set up and just put a film on, watched that for a little while and just relaxed. Then I had a go at some paint by numbers, so that was really therapeutic. Time went past really quickly actually when I was doing that. It started to hurt my neck, so I stopped that, and then it was time for some dinner. I cooked a burger. It was such a good burger actually. I think it was a steak burger. It was from the counters at Waitrose. Got a couple of looks, obviously I was on my own, but it doesn't really bother me. One thing that van life has taught me, just do whatever makes you happy. Don't worry about what anyone else has got to say about it. Normally it's because they wish they were doing it. So just crack on and have the best time. And that is definitely what I did. My little burger looks lost on the barbecue on its own, but it was so tasty. And I think this little guy wanted to share dinner with me, but sorry mate, not sharing today. That is going to be some foul language and possible sex. Morning, so I've just woken up. It's about 9 o'clock. I've had such a good sleep. Still tired, obviously. Just opened the curtain and there's a guy digging for whatever treasure, I guess, that is found on his little metal detector. It's where I had my barbecue last night, so I was obviously sitting on whatever the top of it is that he is digging for. Weather isn't quite so nice today. However, when he moves on, I'm probably going to get out and cook myself some breakfast. Not many people about. As I say, it is 9 o'clock. But yeah, this was my setup last night. The duvet is out of the cover because unfortunately this duvet cover is rubbish. It is really like, I don't really know the word, like it's almost shiny, and it has the poppers at the end, so it doesn't actually stay in, which is a bit frustrating. So that came out in the night, but doesn't really matter because I bought it in the sale anyway, because our one, which was this really nice one, when we greased up the door, it basically, bless him, Callum was trying to be helpful when we camped the other night, and he was trying to make the bed up, but it got some on there, so it looked rusty, so that went in the bin. But I bought a new one, but yeah, this is pants, so I'm going to buy another version of that, I think, because that is a really nice soft material. I really like it. It was only from Asda, so it's not very expensive. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get one of those today. So that's my plan. Look at him, look, he's definitely found something. Oh look, doggy, and a boat. It's funny because people don't know I'm in here. It's like spying on him, I suppose. But yeah, my uncle actually digs with a metal detector. Oh, he's found something. Oh, not sure what, maybe a coin or something like that. But yeah, interesting. Am I gonna risk cooking? It's already drizzling a little bit. How quickly do we think that's gonna come down? Hello. He's a cool boy. Hey, Auntie come see you. Good Dudley. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? So I went home and I didn't have breakfast at Felixstowe in the end, just because it started to rain. So I thought, go home, cook breakfast with Callum, as he didn't start till late today. Then, as I've got no other plans, I thought I'd come and see my little fur nephew, who's soon going to be a big brother. Aren't you, Dads? He's such a good boy. He's a fox red lab. Are you fox red? Are you? Or are you brown? Ginger? Nah, you're fox red, aren't you, Doodles? But yeah, so I'm going to spend the afternoon with him, just chill out, and yeah, then I'm going to go and see Mum and Dad later on. You good boy? Look at him, so handsome. Boop. 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 So it's Thursday and I'm back down to my favourite place to spend my break. The walls at Manningtree. The water's like glass today, it's so peaceful. Thursday evening, we met up with our friends Jordan and Sian and went for a nice walk from Wolverston to Pin Mill, stopped at the Butter and Oyster pub and had some chips and a drink, and then had a nice walk back. Hello, it's Friday finally. So I've got work this morning, I'm just on my break. There's a nice jet skier out there, I don't know if you can see just there. But yeah, I've just parked up down the end, haven't got a very long break today. But I quickly grabbed something to eat because I didn't bring anything. Well, I did actually, but Callum ate it last night. Bless him, he was starving. But it doesn't matter. So I treated myself to... Oh, that's very good. See that? Do it with one hand. A cherry Bakewell slice from one of the places at Beach Street. So I'm going to sit and enjoy that. And then I'm off to my next customer. But yeah, can't wait to show you what we've got planned for this evening and this weekend, and some new exciting things that we've just booked coming up in the next couple of weeks. So really excited about that. But yeah, gonna eat this and enjoy my break. Friday evening, we headed down to Aldborough with Dudley, Megs and Ross and the Bump. This will probably be the last outing that we'll have before baby Roper arrives in the next couple of weeks. Ross and Dudley played on the beach for a bit. This is up at the part where you are allowed to have dogs. Then we headed home. Saturday I got up nice and early and headed to Felixstowe. It's the Felixstowe Carnival this weekend. Unfortunately it doesn't look like the weather's playing ball, but I had a walk along the prom and basically just had a look around the little stalls. There was a tombola which I had to go on, saw cherub's charms and golden lux and treated myself to a new bracelet. Then I thought, do you know what? The new me is just happy doing stuff on my own, so I went and had a solo breakfast at the boardwalk. It was really nice. I had eggs on toast, added the beans, and actually saw an old school friend there, which was nice to have a catch up. If you ever go down to Felixstowe, I definitely recommend the boardwalk on a nice summer's evening. I know we don't seem to be getting much summer nights at the moment, but it's beautiful to just sit here with a drink and just watch the world go by. Across the road in the leisure centre there was a craft fair on, which I had a little wander round, and this stall was amazing. This lady made all of these by hand and it was only £4. I couldn't believe the amount of work that had gone into that for £4, so I grabbed him to be Dobby's little mascot in the van. Over near the main stage there's some food stalls, there's a hog roast stall, lots of different foods that you can eat. Then we headed off, me and Sean, for a walk. As you know, we did some geocaching a little while ago, so we've downloaded the app again, actually upgraded to the premium, and was looking around for some geocaches. Saw these beautiful cows at the Suffolk Food Hall, which is at the start of this video, where I went and got the sausage roll and the pizza bat. It breaks my heart watching all them flies irritate them, but who would have known a cow drinks like this? It's like they're drinking like a human. I thought they'd drink like a dog or a cat, but no. So we watched them for a little while, then headed a little bit further down to find some more geocaches and got completely stung by the stinger nettles, and I actually grazed my leg on the tree when I fell over it, but it was a brilliant day. Then the weather unfortunately took a turn and it absolutely hammered it down all afternoon, so we spent the afternoon over at Sean's with Nala and had some nice dinner, and then I had to go and pick Callum up from Colchester. So this was me in Dobby waiting to get the call to pick him up. It was about 1:30 I picked him up in the end, but I mean, can you complain when you've got a van to sleep in the back of? So it was lovely. Again, still absolutely chucking it down, but nevertheless, it was a nice evening. Sunday morning, I got up and did some housework, made sure Callum's head was okay after his night out, and headed to Christchurch Park. There was a farmer's market on. As you can see, that huge cloud in the background quickly got me. I ran back to the van with my treats, ate one of those, then ventured into Primark. Popped into Ipswich town. I wanted to get a clutch bag as we've got a wedding next Saturday, but Primark didn't have any. And then just ventured down under the Orwell Bridge and just going to chill here for the afternoon. This week's been another busy week and I've got up to so much. Had a nice stay in Dobby. Next week I've got another stay with my friend in Dobby at a farm near Billericay, which will be really good. I'm really looking forward to that. Hope the weather holds out. It doesn't matter if it doesn't, but it's always nicer to camp when it's sunny, and it'll be my friend's first experience, so I'd like it to be good for her. Anyway, so I'm going to close the video off this week at that. I haven't got much. I think we might pop down to do, there's some fireworks tonight at Felixstowe, so we might pop down there, but again, they're weather dependent. It's not too bad at the minute, but it seems to keep changing really quickly. So I hope you've enjoyed the video yet again, and thank you so much for supporting us. We really do appreciate it. I really enjoy making the videos and just documenting what we get up to. But yeah, like, subscribe and comment, that would be great, and if you could share with all your friends, we'd love that. Thank you, bye.